All right, so let's see how many people you've got today. Given the fact that you haven't seen me for a while now, and there was good reason for that, without a doubt. Hopefully you understand me. It's the Asian tour. There's a time difference, and then plus the event, so I can't really get around to handling everything that I planned, but I did the video notes. I'm still keeping track of the markets. It is a wave of extreme fear right now, but we still do what we know how to do. Me and my team, which is rapid response. Yes, we do have some lossy positions, but I can assure you that it didn't take a toll on the account, and I'm going to demonstrate it today. Plus, you were able to see that all in your personal account, where the P&L is broadcast via API to all of you. So everybody's coming in. So whoever is here is here. I've saved the best for last, a little bit later, and we'll see what the results are and how we performed. And I think you're going to be surprised in a good way about how we performed. All right, so we've had the event. Those are subscribed to the group. I think you've seen the video. It was really exciting, really big scale, really nice, kind of human vibe. We had a gala dinner with some performances, a laser show. And most importantly is that I was able to convey to everybody and describe the reason why we started this whole thing, the FX holding, and where we're going to take this next. So then at the event, I talked about that we already have the exchange, we've signed the documents, and that it's going to be a transitional period in September by the next event, right around by that time. We will have launched that for those who want to trade from their passive income. By that time, we should have prepared partially or maybe even fully the ability to copy trade for everybody, because a lot of you are asking about that frequently. So it's this transitional period right now, and plus the expansion of the Asian region. Vietnam really joined in a big way. Indonesia and Malaysia, where I am at right now, are also pretty active. And then I made the decision that we need to open an office here as soon as possible, so that it would be more convenient for us to work. So possibly even before the event that we'll be having in Turkey. Not Turkey. Wait, so our event. Well, we'll have an event in Turkey as well. We're planning that mid-July. Mid-July, we're planning to do actually an event in Antalya. And possibly I'll even fly there, but I can't guarantee that. Too much work for me in the Asian region, because we've also got China joining in actively. And yeah, the other regions in Asia. So yeah, everything is really rolling. I'm even still getting calls for work. So I have to spend much time handling that as well. Now, yes, Vitaly, welcome. Greetings. So yeah, I was just saying, I'm in Malaysia, probably until our event in Abu Dhabi. We're planning a very active event. We plan to get about 1,000 people there, and the conditions are very interesting, pretty easy because we're trying to launch the exchange. That's kind of the first thing that we're trying to do. And plus, tokenization is fully underway. We will calculate soon all of the math, all of the step-by-step movement of the token to the ICO point, and using the token in all of our products that we've got, which is all very important because we are preparing also to purchase a mobile operator where you could pay up to 50% of your phone balance with tokens. So a whole lot of stuff. We are way ahead of our roadmap already. So the stuff that was planned for like the coming 2 or 3 years, we're implementing probably in 1 year. And I think that is a really big try for the win. So once the office opens, you'll definitely see. We will place photos and videos of that in the group, and our partners are already looking forward to all of that, already expecting it. So everything is going to be top notch, just as always. Those who haven't seen the video from the event, take a look. That was really big scale. That's all I have to say about that. Now, so we'll have more people in our core team now, and a lot of new people, I should say. The partners in Asia, part of our core team is going to be in the CIS countries, in Europe. So it's going to be a lot of news, and the news is going to be good. Now, coming back to these markets, right? The markets are pretty volatile right now, and we can see that on all of our instruments like BTC, ETH, Solana. Gold is dropping. The only thing that's growing is the US dollar right now, but not as much as we had expected. We are still in this kind of range, which we came from, like 61.3 thousand. We didn't drop before that. That means we kind of still have a clear range. And I think if we don't start testing the bottom again, I think we should go back first to 70 and then we'll go back up, because the crisis so far is not at its peak. Oil is not growing as it kind of probably should. It's at around $100, which is pretty important to understand, I would say, to keep in mind. Inflation, whatever they say, I mean, it's growing, of course, but not at that rate that everybody is afraid of. And we're also expecting in June an increase of the European Central Bank by 0.25% or so. Maybe they'll keep it, so everybody's trying to keep an eye on potential inflation. And June will show us where we're at. And so, yeah, the most important thing for us is to respond to the changes on the financial market. And for us, that's the crypto market, crypto assets, and of course, adhering to strict risk management. So we continue to keep track of everything, even if I'm not there. The team keeps track, and we're working on an automated system. I think many of you have heard of Equilibra. It helps us keep track of the news, keep track of the large players. That's what I do, but with automated trade, of course. So that will be the foundation for this copy trading that everybody wants. Everybody wants to see, like everybody wants to do the same trades that I do together with the whole team. Yeah, we will share something That is what you're asking, the slides. I mean, it's not going to be any slides. Today is not like a slide day. I don't show any marketing slides. We have people for that. I mean, there will be a Zoom call for those who want to look at the slides, right? The presentation, the company presentation, that is going to be done on another call. What I'm here is to tell you, what I'm here for is to tell you what the news is going to be, like what's changing kind of globally with the company, and of course to show the performance of our trading and of your asset management. And yes, before I forget, and I'm going to come back to the market, see there's a lot of questions. What I can tell you is that our in Asia, the recovery of stressed assets, right, from these crypto exchanges that went bankrupt, everybody's really looking forward for us to help them. Because if you look at the presentation, for those of you who haven't seen it, in our group, in our Telegram chat, we have all the presentation. A lot of these exchanges, that's all in the Asian region. So our profits are growing absolutely for every line. Yeah, Richard, no problem. Keep track of our news. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'll ask our moderator if he can to send the link to our group, to our chat. And there you will see all of the news. Okay, you're from Vietnam. That's wonderful. So then if you're in the group of Timon or Mr. B, go ahead and join their Zoom calls. I'll be there too sometimes. I will be more frequently on the Zooms of the key leaders. I'll come back to the Zoom calls in Turkey if there's a need. I also actively work with Zoom calls in Vietnam, so I'm very active. Like it's 18 to 20 hours my work day right now lately. So, for me it's a challenge because after the event, oh, Mr. B, okay. That's great. So I'll definitely see you on that other Zoom call. That's what this means. So everything that's going on right now is like a big challenge for me. And activity right now, right? The activity of our investors and our leaders and their teams is really, really high. Like in Vietnam, with one of the leaders today, we had a Zoom call and there was like more than 60 people there. So I think in Mr. B's Zoom call was a lot of interesting things going on. Great, just join the project today. That's great, and we'll definitely see you on that other Zoom call that I'm going to be doing together with Mr. B. So yeah, prepare your questions there. I'll be sure to answer them with great pleasure. I mean, if you have something to ask today, of course, I'm going to try to give you at least some information. Yeah, that's great. We're happy to have you as well. That's very important for me to hear these words of support. The reinvest button, as I understand, it's not going to happen anymore. Let's see, but I think we got rid of it, so everything should be automated. Yeah, everything should be pretty clear. And everything should be pretty calm for the investors. All right, great. Well, yeah, you see, like the Asian region, like even here, they came here to see me. I'm very glad to see you. Like we just saw recently, some of you will definitely meet. So yeah, the Zoom is turning out to be like very large scale, very broad. Okay, when is the exchange coming? I will definitely tell you. You're going to be the first to know. Stanley, all right. Well, I'm not going to answer like all the questions right now. I'm going to answer the questions a bit later. We'll have some time set aside for that, given that We just did the 15-minute introduction right now. Yeah, very happy to meet you. We're glad to have you. And so on these markets, right, there's a lot going on right now. Some people are panicking. Some are, not kind of understanding what to do. The fear index on the crypto market is really high right now, but I'm sure that this is going to turn into something positive eventually. How long this is going to be, I really can't tell you. We'll see how we go about moving within this range. And the range, as you know, our range is from 60,000 to 80,000. So everything that's higher will, of course, be very interesting. Like 88,000, 90,000. That's what I initially was talking about, to really have this good leverage. But, the situation can always change. And until the whole until the whole shape has formed, things can still change. It might be some missing parts to our shape. The changes, they can come at any point. But right now, in this whole panic, I'm not really seeing like a big signal that, the situation is going to be a big drop in the cryptocurrency. I don't see that coming. Like many people are talking about the Bitcoin going down below $20,000 per Bitcoin. That's what I was saying like 2 or 3 weeks ago, or maybe more. That what I see for Bitcoin, like 13 and a half thousand dollars for that unit of cryptocurrency. So yeah, right now you really need to be like careful. Like whoever of you is trading, definitely do a stop loss. That's like mandatory for successful trading. That is necessary right now in the market, because if you don't manage your risk, you're definitely not going to see those profits. So I'm going to even like demonstrate to you. We have some deals that we were making, some transactions just this week. I have some minus deals for whoever is saying I don't have them. Yeah, we do have them. And this is including our like automated systems. So some of these positions we have stop loss on. But yeah, I don't have that high risk for each position. So you see we've got a minus of 600,000 for Ethereum, 68,000 for Bitcoin, 30 something for Bitcoin more. But look at the numbers we've got in our assets. That's $33,382,000. So we had enough time to switch up on our positions, strengthen them, and I did some more purchase transactions already. So the risk is always there, but how you manage it, how you work with it, that's the most important thing that you got to know how to do. We know how to work with it, and that is what leads us in our company. That's what leads our holding to success together with you. That is why we're all gathered here. So the P&L, right, you can also see the situation's changed a bit. We're going down at first. We were expecting that to continue, but then it shot up, and this sharp growth is exactly that moment when we had enough time to close our positions, flip it over, and earn something. So the price was rolling down and shot up again. I think you can all see like how much we had, how much of losses we had, and as a result, we still got more plus. So I'm gonna try to go into our transactions right now. I'm not sure if it's gonna like really work because I'm over VPN and sometimes the connection drops, but hopefully these positions load up with the graph. We had some difficulties with that today, but we're waiting. Okay, yeah, as you can see, it loads. Our positions are below in Bitcoin. We have plus in Bitcoin. We also have 3 positions that are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. That's what we've got right now, 123,000, 93, and 22. That's the profit that we're making today already. That's no need to forget. That's very important. So yeah, friends, we're not on a standstill. We're continuing to work. We continue to develop. We're building our core team of the CMO, and very soon you'll learn who and in which region is going to be present. I'm going to be present in all the regions given my positions in the company. So then let me try to answer. Our region is very active. Sorry, there's an earthquake here. Just a second. So I can tell you that's like the only thing, right, that many people ask to like reduce the withdrawal sum. That's not going to happen, at least yet. Maybe with some of you individually, but not more than that. So I also ask for your patience, our investors. Depending on your deposits, the amounts are growing pretty quickly, and we're here to make money. So some of you are waiting for a sum of $25. I mean, that's okay. If that's a problem for some of you, get in touch with your leader. We'll talk about that separately. Of course, I'll be out there on that Zoom call. We'll discuss all of that, considering all the situation. So what I'm talking about now is that we really need to invest, because the market volatility helps us make something, helps us move forward. Given the growth of our company or project, call it what you want, I can, and not only me, right, but there's leaders who work with different projects, and they're saying that we are the best of what there is on the market right now. I mean, you can judge for your own self, but a lot of people said we would run into a standstill earlier. A lot of people didn't believe in us, but we're alive. We're very much alive, and we're bringing profits to our investors and partners. That's also pretty important. Now, as I said, the exchanges were launched during the event, and what we also saw there from 24th to 28th of September, Abu Dhabi. If you look in the group, we also publish there. We post what you need to do in order to be there at the event and what we're planning for it. So, what other questions do we have? Thank you for the nice words. So we'll see some more transactions online. We'll be broadcasting more. Like in the majority of the Zoom calls, I try to always show you the results of our work and for you to to see, what's going on with our profitability for all the instruments involved. So, transactions in Vietnam, something I don't quite understand what this says there, but we can discuss that actually separately once we have that Zoom call with your leaders. Yeah, of course, you'll be able to watch a recording. Unfortunately, right now, the internet connection where I'm at, I mean, it's gonna get better and better, but I mean, some things I think I'll be broadcasting from the office, and I think we'll at least figure out the internet quality, if not. Thanks. Okay, Samet, greetings. Also happy to see you. Right, yeah. So I was doing that in the beginning of the project, the live broadcast of the transactions, right? I'm still doing it. I will continue to do that as well in the future. So our holding, is the most important thing for us is trust from the investors because we still have like many years to work with you, and some of you are going to start trading on your own. You might not like that. You might want to go back to passive investing again in, investing in trading, something I'm going to continue to do like forever because that's my like world that I live in. So there's no foreseen change in that, and you're going to keep seeing that in real time. Yeah, we continue. Sure, Abat, we continue to work. As I said, I've worked like 20 hours a day recently. So, forecast for Solana, $40 or $140. What is going to come earlier? Well, let me just open the graph and maybe I can tell you some more about what awaits us. 40 or 140. Just a minute. I mean, I expect 140, but I'm going to roughly tell you what expects us on the market situation. If you look at the graph, we're stemming from a level of 66 currently, and we're also down at the bottom of the channel. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's the same thing. So we've hit bottom, we're at a low level. Of course, the situation, it doesn't look very good. I mean, I understand we'll keep our hand on the pulse of things, but things can really change because we can definitely reach 97, 120, 140. That would be quite high, but if we're really lucky, then we might even see a price of $150, but that's only if we remain at 66 now. And yeah, that's what we're seeing is that's the level that we're remaining at for now, and I hope everything will be fine. There was that was a low, but yeah, 66.85 was the low. So yeah, we're gonna keep watching because definitely you shouldn't go all out trading. You can buy a little bit of something depending on like your leverage. If you're comfortable doing that, you can buy, and I think everything should come back to normal. Everything should start going up. But I mean, as I said, right now, the situation is very unstable. Sometimes you have to make decisions like in the moment, like 5 or 10 minutes, you close a deal, you start opening another one. But I mean, that's how it works. That's the world. So we earn money and we help people, those who don't know how to respond so quickly, maybe lack experience, but rest assured, we're definitely gonna keep showing you that positive performance, what we continue to do now. And in spite of that the market is dropping, people are losing money, but we try to flip that to our advantage. Of course, having a loss of $600,000, that was, of course, not very pleasant, but we've already turned that around. We got the profits. You just saw how much money we have in our account. So, all right. Maybe you guys still have some questions. Thank you, Abad. That's why we're here. People were asking us, like, what is our mission, right? Well, basically, our mission is really to, you know, help our investors feel some ground under their feet because I had a lot of ups and downs in my life. Oftentimes, you know, it wasn't my fault, but I'm never falling into desperation. I say you always should keep moving forward. And it's the same with this project. We have profound experience. Our team has a breadth of experience, some in MLM, some just like me and my team in trading. Like we know how to trade. We do that successfully. We've got IT people in our team. They work almost around the clock as well to help us overcome the different issues. There's a lot of issues that have to do with like the personal account, people experiencing different problems. Something's confusing. Something's disappearing from people's personal account, as it turns out. But I mean, no, nothing's gonna like disappear. You can definitely contact support. Your leaders are in a personal account, and they'll definitely answer all of your questions. So, do we have any more questions? Great. Yeah, Richard, you're welcome. I'm always glad to help. Okay. The KYC procedure. That is not as simple as it may seem because we're just introducing it now and we're implementing it and the system isn't very stable at this point, but we'll overcome that. You can see in the chat, people are getting verified. You know, for some people, it just takes more time than for others. Because we also need like all the information, all the data about you to like structure it. I should say that correctly like that. We were thinking that we could do it in 2 days, as we said, but unfortunately things are getting delayed because we have many new regions joining. Well, we try to respond quickly. Our team is actively expanding, but we can't, you know, be taking on everybody, just anybody. Like, you can rest assured that everybody's going to get verified. Is there a deadline? I can't really answer that question, I don't think. Truthfully, so I don't know. Like, you know, telling you that it's going to be tomorrow, that might not be the right thing for me to say right now. So, which team are you in contact with, Vitaly? Or, you know, just use the chat. Tell your leaders. There's some leaders that I'm really in close contact with. So once we have a clear understanding that we have the remaining people, then, you know, we'll do all that. I hope I answered your question. So which organization stores KYC data? You will definitely see all the information. There's a regulator that we were talking about. So, you know, if you're curious, you can take a look, open a presentation, everything is there. So we are not the ones storing your information. You know, partly us, but still, you can understand that all the information is protected, so there's no leaks possible. As I said, periodically we do experience hacker attacks, but we successfully overcome them. I mean, competition is pretty harsh. It's a cruel world in finance. So, Alexei, if you're curious to know that, you know, just text support and our specialists are going to answer, respond to you, like where things are stored and who's responsible for that. All right. Yeah, Vitaly. So look, yes, Lev, just a second. We're gonna let you in and we're gonna give you the floor. Yeah, Vitaly. So the negative feelings, a lot of people have that. I'm negative about some people as well, but you know, it's not like that. I mean, we are working, we're having a lot of technical maintenance being done. Yeah, the verification process is difficult work, and if you want like your data to be all over the internet, of course, we could approach that just like many others and then be apologizing to you and saying sorry, your data was leaked. But we don't want that to happen. So everybody's going to get verified. Everybody's going to get the money that they earned. You can ask many participants. They are withdrawing money. There are withdrawals and there will continue to be withdrawals. So a clear answer of when exactly that's going to happen, I expect that within the next week we will figure that out and you can continue to work further. Yes, of course. I mean, I understand. So I don't have any negative feelings about you either. There's just, some things that since I'm in this MLM world now, like head on, and I see how some leaders are working. So I do have some issues with some of that, but that's a different thing. But yeah, Vitaly, as I said, I will do everything possible, and our core team is going to do everything possible so that by the end of next week, we should figure out all of these issues and then never come back to like verifications and withdrawals or non-withdrawals. Like, ask the other regions. People are withdrawing money with no delays as per the rules, but only for those who were verified. So yeah, there are some delays, and that's not exactly your fault because we're doing everything correctly as it needs to be done. If you could text me personally in a direct message. Andre, so if I could ask you, get Vitaly's contact information. We'll try to arrange a Zoom meeting so that Vitaly could talk to me personally. Would that be okay, Vitaly? Yeah, sure. I do count on that by the 14th. Let me just look at the calendar real quick. Yeah, we'll try to by the 14th of July to figure that out with the verifications. Oh, Lev. Lev even knows the information better than me. He says probably even earlier. But because I always like to have a little bit of safety margin. So, because Lev, I'm on top of things, and believe me, the team is really working all day, and everybody's gonna get their verification. Don't worry about that. Yeah, definitely, I will try to make that happen, but we do have Zooms for you with your leaders, so I'll just consider that you're interested in this information that I talked about today, and I will have that information on your Zoom calls as well. All right, well, what else I can tell you to finalize, right? We're moving, we're alive, we're moving, and we'll be moving even faster because there's much work to do. It's a lot of summits to conquer, and we need to get onto the tallest of these summits. So when I have the next Zoom calls, you will know about that, but I'm always in touch. I'm always on Zoom calls with leaders, and if you need me to do a Zoom call, then you know who to contact, and for sure I'm gonna do as much as possible that we see each other. And for today, good luck, good evening, and see you again.